All right, so that's looking sweet and exact, and now I am happy. All right, so next thing we're going to build is the login screen. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new view controller, a new file, and it's going to be a Cocoa Touch class, and it's going to be a subclass of UI view controller, like UI view controller, like that. Then I'm going to name it login, no, with a capital letter, login view controller. Hit next to create and hit the create button, and there we go. Take this all out, take the memory warnings away, don't need that, and I'm just going to clean up this comment away, right? So next I'm going to go to the main.storyboard, and I'm just going to move like that, and I'm going to create a, go to the object library, and I'll drag a view controller above my head and put it right there. And this view controller I just dragged here, I'm going to go to the identity inspector and quickly assign it the login view controller, like that. Okay, looking good. All right, so now I'm going to start with the label. So I need the label, and I'll drag it from my head like that. And this label is a custom label, and let me check this here. I have 32, 144, 312, 48. So go to the size real quickly. Then I'm going to say X is 32, 144, and then check the width and height. The width is 312, height is 48. So the width is 312, height is 48, like that. I'm just going to take this auto resizing marks away, set it to this plus sign like that. Go to the attribute inspector, and I'm going to center the text like that, and I'm going to change the name to login. And the size is 36, like that. So the size is 36, so I'm going to make it 36, like that. Next, I'm going to select that button and duplicate it, Ctrl D, and now I'm going to reduce, bring it down like that. I'm going to reduce the height, and I'm going to reduce it to, what's this one, 14. And used 14, like that. And I'm going to change the text to good to see you again. No, not like that. Good to see you again. Enter. Select this one. X is 32, Y is 192. So go to size inspector, 32 and 192. Enter. And the height is 24. So the width is the same thing, and the height is 24, like that. Okay, that's looking good. Next, I'm going to grab a text field, drag it like that, drop it like that. So this text field, I want it to be expandable like that. So this is what I'm talking about. If you go to the attribute inspector, and in the border style section, the second one, just select that second one like that. And I'm going to select this, your email text field, and the height is 48, right? So I'm going to go to the size inspector, and I'm gonna make the size, the height is 48, like that. All right, just copy the rest of the details right there. 16336, so come here, 16336, like that, and the width is 344, and make the width 344, like that. Take that auto resizing marks away and make it my favorite sign, and then I'm going to go to the placeholder, not the text. Make sure you go to the placeholder text, and I'm going to write your email, like that. Enter. Now I'm going to hold this text field and hit Ctrl D and duplicate it, like that. And for this one, the placeholder is going to be password, like that. Okay, now I'm going to select this one, make sure I have the same position, 16400. So select that one, go to the size inspector, 16400, like that. All right, next thing, I have a button, a login button as well. So I'm going to select a UI button, select that, drop that, a 16480, so it's at 16480, like that. And the height is 48 and the width is 344, so 344 48, like that. All right, I'm just going to take all this auto resizing marks away, make it a plus sign again for now, and then I'm going to go to the attributes inspector. Okay, and then I'm going to change the title text to login, like that. Hit enter. Change the color of the text to white. All right, and this button is going to be the class of the button is going to be a custom button, so the default setting is just going to be applied to the button right away. Now I'm going to select this label, Ctrl D on that label, drag it down like that. Okay, I can't see the button, right? I need some reference for the button, so let me just make that button, let me just give it an orange color right now, so I don't get lost on the spacing. So I'm going to say take that color, and this label right here, I'm going to come to this one, and it's at 16552, so go to the size inspector and I put it at 16552, like that. Then the width is 344, height is 24, so make the width 344, like that. All right, so I'm going to change the text. I'm going to make the text take that away and make it forgot your password. Forgot your password. And the text color is going to be what's the text color right here? Select this color, copy that color, and I'm going to come here, I'll go to the RGB sliders and I'll paste that color right there, like that. Hit enter. Do the same thing for this one. Come to this blue arrow, select the recently used colors. Now it's looking good, right? All right, so next thing I want to do now is connect all this to the login view controller, the ones I need to customize. So I need to customize this one and this one, and I don't need to customize this button. And well, if I want to add some spacing to this label, let me see the spacing right here. The spacing is 1, so I don't need to add a spacing because default spacing for custom label is 1. So I only need to customize the text field. So this is what I'm saying, right? In the login view controller, I'm going to select this. I'm going to select this one, the first text field, hit Control, drag, release, and then I'm going to name it email text field, like that. Hit enter. Do the same thing for the password, and I'll say password text field. Connect it, and I'm gonna get my stuff back. Go to my login view controller, give some space here, you can see it. All right, so I'm just gonna clean up all these things right here, and this is the UI view things, right? And this function is the, no, I want to put a comment there, not a word. Okay, so I'm going to do a function right here. And this, I'm going to create it myself. I'm going to say this is a function, and this function all right. Okay, so now I want to customize this email text field and password text field. Say remind me later to install that. Okay, so the email text field has a border width, because the size, the thickness of the border has a border width, and this border has a color. And this email, your email placeholder, it's like shifted, because if I do it like this, right, go to the main.storyboard, and I'll select this login view controller, go to the attribute inspector and make it the initial view controller, like that, so that I'll just run it like that. Okay, so you can see that this one is black and this one is a different color. You can see the login button was fine and the label was fine, because we already did the custom class for that. So for this text field, I'm going to try and change all this and change this. So this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you get the email text field, right, and go to the layer in the email text field, right, there is a border width property, like that, and that border width property, I'm going to say let it be 2, right? So I'm going to get the email text field again and go to the layer in the email text field, and then the color for that border, the border color is a CG color, right? And this, what's the color? I'm just going to select this design right here, and it shows me, okay, now it even shows me the thickness is 1, not 2, and the color is this color, right? I'm just going to copy that color and come back here, change the thickness to 1, and I'm gonna say the border color is a UI color, and then the UI color, and then the hex string. Oh my god, this thing's not giving me hex string. Okay, hex string. All right, so UI color and the hex string is that, right? And then I'm gonna make that a CG color like that. Happy now? All right, it's happy now. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is change this placeholder, the color of the placeholder, right? Because this one is lighter and this one is darker, so this one has a different color, and that's the color right there. So I'm going to select that color, and I'm going to say, make sure there's space right here so it don't get closed in. I'm going to say in the email text field, and then I take the attributed placeholder in the email text field, right? I'm going to make a new I'm going to make an attributed string like that, and I'm going to initialize this attributed string using this initializer, right? And that initializer, I'm going to give it the text, the placeholder of the email text field. So this is what I'm saying: the email text field, the placeholder, which is a string. I'm going to yell at it and say, bring that email placeholder email text field. And then the attributes, this attribute takes an array of a key and a value, and the array is going to, for the key of the array is going to be ns foreground color attribute name, like that. All right, and the attribute of this color is the color of the placeholder. What am I saying? Is a UI color, and this UI color has a hex string like that, and a value like that, and the string of this UI color is this one for the placeholder text. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see that. Let's see. Looking good, right? Looking good. All right, so now it looks, the border, I got the border width check, the email text, the email text field placeholder color check. But now this placeholder is it's like touching the email text field. So I want to shift it like that. I want to shift it to the right. Right? Okay, so after Googling, I found out that if you take the email text field and go to the layer in the email text field, then you get this stuff they call Sublayer Transform, right? And then you assign it a CA transform 3D make translation, right? I googled this. I did not come up with this, I must confess. Okay, so in this one I'm going to put like 5 right there. For the next one I'm going to put 0. The next one I'm going to put 0. Just Google this. You're going to find this on Stack Overflow. All right, so let's see what we have. Okay, all right, so most of the answers I just Googled everything, and yeah, the ones I understand. All right, so it's looking good, right? But it needs to be shifted a little bit more, right? So how about we make it 12 like that, right? And then I'm going to check it out right now. Okay, that looks good. That looks really good. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the password, but wait, I'm not going to type the code again, right? I'm going to do it the object-oriented way, because look at this. The sign up has 3 text fields, and I'm not going to type that again. So real quick, what I'm going to do is I'll just come here to the custom class, select that, and I'll make a new file, and I'm going to say a Cocoa Touch class, and this is going to be a subclass of UI text field, not text checker, text field like that. And I'm going to make this custom text field like that, and I'm going to hit next, and I'm going to create it. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing I did for the earlier ones, right? So call the init method, call the super init method, and I'll say super init method, just take this frame and do your thing. Then I'm gonna select the required initializer, take out this failure warning error, and I'm gonna call the super initializer class, the one that takes an NX coder, and I'm gonna say take this decoder like that. All right, so this is the and this one is the I tried to write some comments in my code, so if I come back in maybe 6 months time or 2 years time, I will like remember what I was doing. So that's why I try to put comments in my code. So here I'm gonna do like default setup, and this is gonna be a method, and copy that, paste it right there, and I'm gonna create a function. This function is a default setup, and what this function does is set up the text field to custom to custom. How about that? All right, so come to the login view controller, and I'm just gonna copy all this bad boy right here. Let's copy all that, and then I'll go to the custom text field, paste that right there, and I'm gonna take away this email text field like that, take away all that like that. Everywhere I see email text field, I'm just gonna take it away because I am in the custom class. All right, so take that one last boy away. All right, okay, so that's looking good, right? So now I'm just gonna go to the main, the storyboard, and I'm gonna select this email text field, and I'm gonna select the identity inspector. We'll make a custom text field, select the password, and I'm gonna make it a custom text field, right? Save it and run that bad boy. Okay, see what we have. It looks good. That looks good to me. Looking exact. All right, it's good. So the next thing now, to create this sign up view controller, it's gonna be so fast for me because I have already created a custom label and I've already created a custom text field, right? So I don't have to type all that code again, right? The beauty of object oriented. So this is what I'm saying, right? You create a new class, a new file, and this file is a Cocoa Touch class and is a subclass UI view controller, like that. And this one is the sign up view controller, right? We'll create that and create that file, finish it, and take all this away, take the memory warnings away, don't need that right now, clean that up, put that comment right there, just in case I forget. Go to the main.storyboard, and I'm going to go to the object library, drag in a view controller. Okay, so now I'm going to drag in a label. In fact, I'm just going to copy these two things right here. I'm going to copy it like that, and I'm going to paste it like that. I'm going to select both of them, control, drag both of them like that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to select this one, select that position real quick, 32 144. All right, so I'm going to select the login here, 32 144. Right, then select the second one right here because I can't touch it right there. Check the nice to meet you, it's on 32 192, right? So this second one is going to be at 32 192, like that. Voila. Select the first one, go to the attribute inspector and change the name to sign up, like that. Looking good. Select the second one, Control A on that guy, take it out, and I'll say nice to meet you. Looking good, right? Okay. In order not to avoid, because I did some connections for this text field, so I'm just gonna select the text field from here, select text field, put it right there, and I'm gonna change that border right like that, and I'm gonna put the placeholder, your name, set it like that, and I'm gonna select this one, 16 272 344 48. Okay, so 16 272 344, and the height is 48. No, the height is 48, like that. Good. Take that auto resizing marks away, just make it a plus sign. Then I'm going to select this your name text field, hit Ctrl D, bring it down like that, and I'll hit Ctrl D again, bring it down like that. Looking good, right? Select this one, select this your email in the sketch file, position 16336. So I'm gonna make this 16, and I'm gonna make that 336, like that. Select the password in the sketch, 16400. I select it right here again, 16400. Looking good, right? All right, so this second text field in the sign up view controller, I'm going to select it, go to the attribute inspector, go to the placeholder, and I'm going to name it. For the placeholder, I'm going to give it your email, not your own, right? And then select the password, and I'm going to say this one is password, like that. Now I'm going to go to the identity inspector and just make them a custom text field. For crying out loud, the joy of object-oriented programming. All right, so one more thing I need is the button. So select button, put it right there, select this guy, 16, 480, 344, 48. So that's all I have to do. Just change the numbers. Just change the numbers, and it's just gonna look the same thing you have for the designer. That's all. Change the auto resizing marks to a plus sign, and go to the attribute inspector and change the text to create account, like that, and change the color of the text to white. And I'm going to scroll down to the view corner, and I'm going to change the background to orange color, like that. Then I'm going to make sure the class is a custom button, like that. It should look good. I'll make sure that's an orange color, tangerine. All right, so now I'm going to select this sign up view controller, and I'm going to go to the attribute inspector and make it the initial view controller. And now I'm going to just run it and see what I have. The same thing, right? So next thing I'm gonna do now is just this sign up view controller. I did not even write one code, right? Did not even write one single line of code. Just make all this custom, and see, I can use the code again and again. And if I have like another project that I see, you know, this same custom text field, I can use that my same code and not having to write it again. So that's the beauty of the object oriented. So next thing I'm going to do is start working on the navigation for this login process. All right guys, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You guys are awesome, amazing, and keep learning, keep coding, always be coding, always be programming. You know, keep up the good work. Make sure you hit the like button. If you know a better way to write the code, you know, different from what you're seeing on the screen, just feel free to leave your comment. I'll be glad to learn from you. And this has been Chili Bean, and make sure you guys check out the next episode. And thanks for watching this one, and happy coding.